Hello everyone, my name is Ethan Clay, and this is Meet the Filmmaker. I'll be answering a few questions for you today just to give you a little information about myself. And the first question is, how did I get into filmmaking? I got into filmmaking around 2011 when I went to film school in Pittsburgh. I've loved film all my life, and I wanted to do it. I just didn't know how to. I didn't know how to start, and I didn't have any friends who were in the business. I didn't have any like bit professional people who were in. I was completely fresh start. I was from West Virginia. I didn't have anything, so I I went to school for it. That's the only thing I could really think of. That was my start. Next question: what was my first film project? My first project, I believe, was called The Unseen. It was a short film I made with my girlfriend, a classmate I had, and then a tattoo friend of mine. We borrowed someone's garage, like a quarter of it. Whew, I tell you, it was bad. My girlfriend at the time couldn't act. Yeah, I was very inexperienced. I was director, producer, writer. I was doing everything, pretty much, except for like holding the camera at sometimes. And the set was just. We basically did everything we could to make it look like some kind of horror set. We had I think it was like an orange or red light. I haven't watched it since like 2012. I did my best to forget about it, but failure is part of this game. Next question: how long have I been doing it? Since 2011. Next question: what have I worked on and what am I currently working on? I've worked on quite a bit. I've worked on feature films, I've worked on short films, music videos, shows, a little mix of everything. I like to dip my toe in each little pond because each has a different experience. Working on a commercial is very different than working on a feature film or even a short film. Music videos are a little hit and miss, but they can still be fun. One of my favorite things I worked on was called The Taking Deborah Logan. It was a feature film shot, I believe, in 2013, released I think a year or so later. I still haven't watched it, but I don't usually don't watch a lot of stuff I work on. I'm weird like that. But I was a wardrobe PA, and a bunch of us from school got kind of like we found out about it, or I think a teacher told us about it, and they're like, "Hey, you want to help on this project?" Sure. None of it was paid, and we were I don't think any of us were credited, but we all had fun. I was in the wardrobe department and learned how to sew a little bit. Had an amazing time, just running back and forth between set and just running to get coffee, running to get clothes. There's a lot of grunt work. That's what PA work is, but I still enjoyed it. I do a lot of PA work on, like I said, commercials these days, and not much short films, but all still fun. And currently, the only thing I really have going on is a sequel to my 2016 film, Special Delivery, called Special Delivery 2. Special Delivery was a shout out to the slasher films of the 80s, which are one of my. They have a special place here. The next one, I'm definitely going to take it in a little different direction. I think as I've grown up a little bit, my ideas have changed a little bit, and just my views have changed. And I think that's going to show a lot in my scripts. That's really it. I've been worked on a few short films not too long ago. Worked on a few commercials. One of the last things I worked on was a paranormal reality show called Ghost Finders. I was a cameraman sometimes, investigator, but I'm not really sensitive to that. I believe there's ghosts and spirits and whatever you want to call it. I'm just they don't show themselves to me very much, so I don't really get to experience them. But that's kind of a good thing because I'm called the crazy one sometimes because I'll go into the creepy places that no one wants to go to, and it'll be the deepest, darkest, dankiest place, darkest room, basement, whatever you want to call it, and I'll just be there like, sorry. It's all fun. We've investigated many places, from castles to mental hospitals, you name it. It's pretty fun. You can find that on Roku, YouTube, and actually Amazon Prime now. Speaking of which, Amazon Prime just reminded me. I acted in a short film sometime last year called Vile Encounters. I played a alien hunter. That was pretty fun. It was a part of the 48-hour film project here in Charlotte. Yeah, fun. Definitely check it out. And I acted in a film called Skate Shop the Movie. That's due release anytime soon. Just an extra, but whether I'm an extra or a leading part, I love acting. Just love, whether it's in front of the camera or behind the camera. I just enjoy filmmaking. I love being on set. There is nothing like being on set, at least for me. Yeah, there are days where you want to pull your hair out and you're so tired you can't even function. Which, that reminds me again. A couple years ago, I worked on a short film called T for Star. I was just a general PA. Oh boy, let me tell you. We was on set for 22 hours. I am not kidding. We shot in this one little prop place for however long, moved to the woods, then moved back. Whew, I slept all that next day. But I wasn't paid. But as I've said, if you're doing it for the money, then you're not going to have a good time. Because lots of times you won't get like either paid at all or the best pay. I love being on set, like I said. So that's what's in it for me. I mean, of course, paying down the road. Anyways, next question. What advice would you give to people waiting to get into the industry or wanting to get into the film industry? There is no secret formula to it, and you'll get different advice from different people. To be kind of general, is just like love what you do first and foremost. If you don't love what you do, then you're not going to make it in the industry. Be persistent, never give up. As a little green dude once said, the greatest teacher is failure. You're going to fail a lot in this industry, whether you're acting, director of photography, editor, it don't matter. If you fail, dust yourself off, get back up, keep going. Networking is one of the most important things. I'm still working on that. Like, I'm not the most sociable person at all times, but if you can network, get the connections, you hit the right people, you never know where it might lead. Talking to this person over here who might look a little weird, or talking to this person who might look like cookie cutter, it don't matter. Just talk to people, mingle. I know some introverts are like, no, man. You gotta do it. Just this industry, just networking is one of the key things. If I hadn't talked to some people, I probably wouldn't be where I am right now. And if I had talked to some people, I'd probably be somewhere better than where I am right now. So, networking, don't quit, learn to take criticism. There is a difference between constructive criticism, where someone will tear your work apart, but in a good way to help you. Then there are others who will just do it to be an ass. You gotta ignore those people, or you will run into those people sometimes, and that's just part of the experience. It's just part of life, part of the industry. So yeah, don't give up. Networking, love what you do. Just don't quit. Just have fun. If you don't have fun, that's the main thing. If you don't have fun, you'll be good, and you'll want to grow. And in closing, anyone wants to find me, I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. I'm all over the place. My YouTube is Mechanize89. You'll find some short films I did on there. You'll find a lot of music videos. I like to just practice music videos. Like, I'm not a very good editor. Like, I've never done editing professionally, but I like to edit for fun, just to, just practice. As they say, practice makes perfect. Just practice, never stop learning. I've been doing this for nearly 10 years now. Practice makes perfect, and just have fun, enjoy it. Oh yeah, if you do want to check it out, Mechanize89 is my YouTube if I didn't mention that already. Hope this video has helped you get somewhat of an understanding. I know it's kind of general, but everyone has a different story. I know from my own experiences, just be you, have fun, love film. If you don't love film, that's it. Anyways, this is Ethan Clay. This has been Meet the Filmmaker. Hope to talk to some of you guys soon. Take care. Bye.